Last time you played this deck, you had painful mana. That is also true. Having those pathways is a pretty nice improvement. Because instead of taking 7 damage from your lands, you're gonna take none. Stand is kinda cringe though. Citadel seems less powered up in this one about the Ancient Tomb Sack Land Felixson Tower. Yeah, it's nice to cast Citadel, that's true. Oh, this is kinda cringe on the draw, right? Go oven, pass, we drop. Okay. I really dislike the goose one-time use. Only part of it. Elf. No elf mole, elf keep, magic is so easy. Elf goose, same thing. Yeah, like you shouldn't force these other people when they mulligan. That's just kinda in bad form. They're gonna play Valky and then they're gonna kill the goose, really. That is acceptable to me. But I think my opponent's playing the release to the winds or wins. I also hope my Stomping Ground Crackron pathway is going to help me catch my Bolas Citadel no trouble, as I suspect is gonna be the case. Rogues, question mark. I think most of my opponent's playing the bulky deck. What you should make you essential cause discard a card if your opponent moved. Should listen to TSP Hendrik's mom Kainiki. I don't know what his mom said. Base Architect, maybe they're playing something different. Maybe they're just playing blue-black control. Maybe I'm gonna try Black Source and play the Citadel. Oh, maybe I will. Always says not to move against Fotsis, okay. It's his spell, so I guess we'll keep. Cringe. Or Citadel. How did the other plan go? I went 1-3. The others go to the bottom right, not the graveyard. Yeah, bottom. Yes, I went 1-3 with John's first deck. We lost to John's, then they deleted the deck, then I got paired at 1-2 against Mill in the last round. When the Twitcher played the crap, I cringed. This is sort of a tournament, so you can just shoot. I suck at this extra tournaments with Citadels. To keep an appropriate amount of company hits, I feel like we need to ward out Oven Cat in this matchup. What do you think, chat? But it's kind of bad to have Corvold and not those, so I don't know what's the really idea behind this deck. Assuming I want Fotsis, which I'm not sure I do. Reset the Forgotten Gods is kinda bad, versus removal, heavy. I think you do want Fotsis. Yeah, I kinda do want Fotsis, but I also want to have a functional deck. 4 Fotsis, -1 Citadel, -1 Elf, -1 Priest, -1 Devil, easy life. I don't know if I made fun. Are you interested in Corvold if they have some kind of hate? I feel like I get all the priests because they're just too bad. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring the Corvolds. They have 24 creatures to hit now, and some of them are bad. Cat Oven versus Blue-Black, question mark. Well, if you don't want to cat anything, then you can have Fotsis, which is also a valid approach. That's the problem with those sideboards because they don't work and nobody knows how they work. We'll open FK or something like that, we can't know. Maybe that's not a great hand. Just cut Coco, yeah, but Company is a great card generally speaking, right? It's like better card than Thoughtseize against control, generally. Yeah, I think you want Thoughtseize too, chat. It's not a matter of wanting Thoughtseize. I agree that Thoughtseize is generally a desirable effect against a control deck. But in this deck it's a matter of opportunity cost, of actually being able to board in the Thoughtseize. Were you playing Thoughtseize, Sky? Or were you just not playing that card? Because I also think that's how the list was constructed, probably just put like decent cards in and then Party was scratching his head whilst actually sideboarding. I was like, oh shit, what the heck did I build? Good thing I'm winning anyways. Just huh? We just got over in a Citadel for Thoughtseize. Oh, but do I want Corval then? Do I want to have a Corval as a threat? This Corval doesn't make sense because I have no ovens. We get ovens and cats are blank cards. Yes, I cut the cats too. Can place them with the trackers and I guess maybe even Bone Crusher is disabled against this deck, right? Caritas. That's problematic. Caritas in a Lurus deck? We don't have Lurus now. It's more fun today for some reason. Sweeper versus scanner spells. Probably sweepers are more likely actually. No Orc? No Orc. Yeah, the no button is a bit of a scam, I agree. Kalitas. Kalitas should make zombies under the control of the player who originally controlled the creature that was destroyed. I think it'll be more fair. Wait a second, the Gilded Goose. Sure. That's great. They target Scepter over Strider, because they were more concerned about Scepter over Strider. That's the explanation that I have. Jabroni outfit. Mayhem Devil waiting room. The trigger sacrifice work. You can sacrifice, yes. The dice trigger do not work. No, okay. I choose no. Ah, I misplaced. Just use Citadel? No. Ok. Got the Thoughtseize, you don't need access control. I think it's possible you don't want to have that many Thoughtseize because it just doesn't work. What is this garbage opponent is playing? My opponent is playing the deck I played on Friday, which is Release to the Winds Valki, probably. Not really all that garbage. Why not win? I did. Didn't I? New banner is always an hour or two after the previous banner is down. That's kinda cringe. Blue black is bad, lol. Yeah, it might be a bit bad. I think I'll play less Thoughtseize because you can't board them many anyways. In a company deck. Especially if you're playing Witches Owen already. +1 elf, -1 Citadel. Yeah, you could do that too. Or you could... Last time I played this deck, I played 2 Murderous Rider in my sideboard. Which is a company head, not a great one, but a company head, and a removal for Kalitas. I wasn't hating that too much. What do you think, chat? I've thought about it, but it's not many matches where you want it, maybe one, which is the one matchup. I mean, one of those. You have a trophy, yeah, but trophy is not a playable card. I would add 4 to the main. That's very aggressive. Are you in this weekend's SCG for reals? If so, I would like to play anytime that's good with some deck considerations. Well, I want to play the Sunday. I want to play the Friday Satellite, so that's all I want to do. The other ones don't work for me scheduling wise too well. Seen decks 2 days ago, Live Too Light. Okay, is my opponent playing Yasharn? Whoops. Why is the height of the curve? Well, they're playing 80 cards. What are the chances that they're gonna draw it, right? Oh, it's 60 cards, that's true. Maybe they're playing a different deck. I only 50-50 got mine too. Now roll for stuff. It's simple VTech, as you have seen demonstrated by your favorite streamer. Quite simple. I think I want to play the Drifter. 1 pool, 1 opportunity. I don't know what's this deck. If they're playing Roguing Triumph, etc. Should we wait with company? If that's all I have, then I guess we should wait. Because if they were to play like an Anger of the Gods. Wasn't home, I blame Kaneki, okay. 4 color decks probably don't play counter spells main deck. Like more likely to play against these 3-mana sweeper than against a counter spell, I think. Islands. Like if they pass, then I guess they're going on tap. They play Deafening Clarion. Well, the question is what they play exactly. Should have sacrificed sacrifice and then responded to Strife. Deep Dark. I would like to have a good draw. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess Apki would be better, right? Because then I can use the mana to make a food with Goose. I don't think I want to just open. Bio Omega Lulnir. I agree. Anyone got a standard deck that's capable of winning a game? Yeah, that's a good question. Sultai is a good deck. The thing about Sultai is that I'm not entirely sure how good Rogues is versus Sultai, because I think it might not be like all that great. And from what I played, it did not feel all that great. Besides, like defying the common wisdom that Sultai bad against control. It is Nib. What? Broken card. Naya Boros Legends are what I'm testing. What's Legends? How do I beat this? I think the unfortunate answer is I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, I can get them to 5 by attacking with all. And then they block and I take 5 if they don't play anything. So if they don't play anything, we can win. Unfortunately, they might play something. That's always an issue. A possibility. does 1 extra damage, I guess. But like, it looks odd, doesn't it? It's surprisingly effective. I didn't look at it yet, so I can't say. But I'll take a look now. Not really fun. Not how the deck looks, but maybe it's fine. Those are some rough ones, chat. Priest of Forgotten Ghost is quite bad, I guess. Neve is gonna be quite bad versus Neve. I want to Boren Fozzies too, but I need to get the companies. One fail, push for the pick too. Can you do this? Or is it too bad? They have so much access to pick in 60 cards that I don't think I can beat it differently. I was pretty bad against sweepers, kinda. With the keys adds. But the minus companies is pretty rough, but I have 22 creatures already and I don't have even less. But the potential lack of card advantage concerns me. I'll keep this because we have a Goose and a Citadel, so we have a clear plan. Whoosh! Also, I don't know if Kind is still here, but even if Jand is weak versus Yasharn, it doesn't matter that you think that Niv is not a very good deck. Like, what matters is what other people think, because if other people just play Jand, they just play Niv anyways, despite you thinking that it's poor, it doesn't really help you, right? Like, you can lose to people and say, oh, you're stupid, we're playing a stupid deck, stupidly, but then, you know, say so well, you don't. And I think that your evaluation of the defense attack it's not the same as most people's evaluations of the defense attack. What's that? Niv Reborn, okay. In the book, chat, Niv Mizzet got reborn, but was actually kind of a pussy and he like fought with one of the Golden Terras in Cabinet or whatnot, and he got beaten up pretty severely and then was tired and couldn't help at all in rescuing Ravnica anymore, and his appearance was like 3 pages in the book. I thought it was a interesting detail. Lore Master, yes, I know my lore. My Magic the Gathering lore. Also a full house. I would rather not finish it though. I would also rather dodge a 4 of a kind. Didn't we side one out? I think we did. Dodge this one. At least once I play Citadel, it's gonna be good for me. Take a look here, sure. I have nothing to hide. Opponents. Names. Names it with Anmurdigo or whatnot. I'm like, damn. Maybe bring to light in hand so they can... Jesus, that's cringe. So they can play get Yasharn now and invalidate my pile of foods. They can also get a Slaughter Games and discard 3 cards from my hand. Whichever they choose, it's probably better to go with Yasharn. Then you can set up Company. Well, again, I think Company is a strong card in the matchup. Yes, I think it's a very strong card in the matchup when it's like playably so in your deck. But didn't seem very possible for me to build a playable deck that can support company from the 75 cards that I had available to myself, which is a little bit of an issue. Yes, I agree. But Yashar is a pain here. You have big STD, big TSD, or like post-traumatic. Yeah, I see PTSD, but big TSD. That's a good one. Well, it took me a while to decipher this. Magnificent joke. That's a good one. That's a good one, Prince. More shots down Citadel too. Yeah, you can't cast cards off of Citadel, and you can't sacrifice things to use Citadel, so it just like stops everything. Back to playing Burn, I guess, in Pioneer. You still play lands of Citadel, yeah, or zero mana cards too. That's true. Therefore, it's still, you know, Experimental Frenzy for lands is quite magnificent deal for 6 mana, right? We lost a mirror, lost to Nif. The Nif is, I think, my draws were not too great, but I think it's a pretty hopeless matchup if they play Yashar. Well, I mean, it's not hopeless, you can just have removal for Yashar, but it is very rough that you have to plan for that. And I don't know how to do that. It's like really hard to build a deck to begin with. We have a workable sideboard and to tackle on challenges like Yashar. Ideally, you'd board out a certain portion of the cards that are weak to Yashar for removal for Yashar, right? Something like that, but in practice, it's easier to do in theory than it is in practice. If the sack is popular, then you just skip the Citadel and play normal sack. Yeah, you could play the Citadel-less sack like people do in Historic. Sack is pretty cool, but has troubles with sideboarding and is weak to hate cards. And I think it's fine when it doesn't face off against those, but there's a chance it will, and then I don't really love it. Average stream, good day. Thanks. See you tomorrow, chat. I'll be streaming tomorrow.